Hello. Today we are going to play a deck that I played a while back, and it was pretty cool. I always had a lot of fun with it, but I always thought you could make some improvements on it. The Mono Black Burn. Now, this list is not budget in tabletop, right? Bowmasters are not a budget card, but the rest of the deck, except for the mana base, is relatively budget, right? Soul Spikes are a bit, but there's some cards here that you don't usually see. Now, let's go over the cards you usually see. You know, Bowmasters, yada yada yada. Sword Point Diplomacy, real top 3 cards. Spike! Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Today we're playing a little bit of jank. But we're playing the upgraded Mono Black Burn list. So we're just going over it right now. Welcome, everyone. Thank you, Spike. You are too kind to me and the rest of the community. So Soul Reap is a card you might not always see. Destroy target green creature, non-green creature. So, like, if we play against elves, we'll be in trouble. But for the most part, you know, as long as you do something else, you get to bolt somebody. And we've got Witherbloom Command, which has -2 life, plus destroy, you know. And we have Sleeper Agent, which you know about. Okiba Reckoner Raid. Hopeless Nightmare is a new card from the new set. When it comes into play, each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. And Machinations. This card's cracked. This card's so good. And one other card that I had to read myself was Leechridden Swamp. Each opponent loses 1 life. Activate only if you control 2 or more black permanents. So our permanents are 1, 2, 3. I don't have high hopes that we'll ever Leechridden Swamp someone, but it's fetchable, right? Because it's a swamp, you can fetch it in the right situation. Yeah, in the right situation, you could fetch it. And our sideboard is pretty green, but Rain of Gore. If an opponent would gain life, they lose that much life instead. We're ready for Omnaths. We are ready for Omnaths, and they won't play any enchantment destruction, and we'll be fine. Some Collector Ouphes and Contaminated Ground. Enchanted land becomes a swamp. Whenever enchanted land is tapped, its controller loses 2 life. We should probably, like, this card's even more main deckable than some of these other cards. Rain of Gore does not work against lifelink. I don't really think there's that many creatures. Because lifelink isn't a spell or ability. That's pretty cool to know. It does work against Omnath, and that's the most important thing right now, is blocking Omnath. Alright, so let's try this deck. Let's jam it in a league, and Modern, Mono Black Burn. And we'll do a prediction. Start a prediction. How are we going to do with this deck? Okay, so what do we got? We got Reckoner Raid, Machinations. This is great. Keep this all day. So we go turn 1, Rat, turn 2, Rat. Or turn 2, we go Machinations, crack, fetch. It gets a trigger, and then we'll play the other Reckoner Raid. So this is about as good of a start as we can get in our stupid little deck. I'm Chancellor of the Dross. Yeah, that would be sick. Uh-oh. Ragaman. Alright, so we're playing against Scam, which is good because it means no life gain. But it's bad because it means they could do something crazy with Fury. Alright, so we play Machinations, and then we play this land, then we crack it. So we gain 1 red. We gain 1 energy. You just have to get to 2 energy to Lightning Helix someone. So now I don't think we could get our Leechridden Swamp, but that comes into play tapped. I don't think we need green. I don't think we need red. The red flashback is only for bump in the night. So I think we'll just use our swamp here. Maybe it would have been better to use a Peatland and then use this fetch to get the Leechridden Swamp for the future. But we're learning. You know, we're learning things. Alright, so each opponent loses 1 life, loses 1 life. You gain 1, and then exile this, return to the battlefield. I think we'll draw 1. Maybe I should have played the Reap. Maybe I should have played, but I feel like they're going to probably grief us. Or our hand. I don't feel like cards in our hand are safe in this matchup. Given the nature of Scam, I feel like they could hurt us. Now, the real problem here is if this monkey starts to hit cards that drain them. Alright, the monkey missed, took a Bloodstained Mire. We dodged a bullet there. Because if this monkey hits a bunch of, like, life gain cards... Alright, Fable. Sure. Okay, so our Machinations is online. Witherbloom Command. Okay. Alright, so we are going to kill the monkey, drain them too. Okay. Cast. Target creature gets -1, -2. Non-creature, non-land permanent. I don't think we want to return. Let's do target player loses 2 life and you gain 2. So let's kill the monkey. Do that. And I don't know if we're supposed to just use our Machinations or we're supposed to sandbag it. I wonder if there's a reason to sandbag it or just fire it off. I can't really think of a reason to save it. So we'll just fire it off. Yeah, it can generate energy. You could keep getting energy so that the next one... That makes sense. That's probably a very good reason to hang on to it. So once it gets to 4 energy, we'll just be able to play another one and then insta-pop it. Alright, we'll take the 2 damage, seeing as how we're at 22. This is a 2/2. Yeah, we'll just take the damage. I wonder if we're supposed to block this because they're going to play a grief. But if they play a grief, we'll just attack through it. No big deal. They probably won't block it. Maybe they will, but I don't want to block this. I want to be aggressive. This shit has menace, so... Because this could be an enchantment for Tarmogoyf or something of that ilk. That's cool. But yeah, keeping the Machinations around to get to more energy so that the next Machinations right off the top is just 4 to the face, or is just Lightning Helix. Okay. We are at 20. Okay. 1, 2. Is it to any target? Each opponent. Ragavan, sure. Okay, we need to draw a 1 or 2 mana spell here, and then we'll be set. Okay, now that is about as perfect as I could have asked for. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to play this. We are going to go 1, 2... Machinations. And we're going to go cast you. We're going to go target opponent loses, kill a dude. Kill your dude, do that. And then we're going to reap your soul. Boop. They're terminating my Nezumi. So be it. I could put them to 3 here by popping the Machinations. Which I might as well just do. Boop. And you have the turn. Maybe I should have kept that around in case I draw the Leechridden Swamp. Oh, that's so weird. Alright, well, we're swinging with the Rat Captain. Alright, well, bump. Yay. Okay. Let's see what we have in our sideboard for Scam. We could bring in relics. But the problem is they're going to be on the play turn 1. What is relic better than? If they're on the play, they just get to scam us for free. They don't really have any life gain that I can think of. We could bring in Natural State. That's not going to do anything. Ouphe, not going to do anything. The only real sideboard card we could bring in would be Relic. And we could bring them in over Hopeless Nightmare. And we could do that. Let's see what this does. When enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. That's kind of okay. But I think having access to relics so we don't get Fury scammed is not terrible. Plus it's just a redraw. The Rakdos version of this. The Rakdos scam version of this. How could you get tilted over such a great deck? I wonder what card Rakdos gives you access to if you play like a Rakdos life loss version. I know Bump in the Night is the one Rakdos card. You get Rakdos Charms. I guess you could play Lightning Bolts and stuff if you lean more into Rakdos. Lightning Bolt would be probably pretty easy to fit in if we're realistically talking. Alright, so what do we got? We got a Chancellor in the Dross, which is going to deal 3 to them right off the bat. We've got Soul Spike. We've got a way to kill their thing. We've got Reckoner Raids. We've got Bump. We got Relic. Alright. Bam. Lightning Helix you. 3. Right off the bat. Take 3 right off the bat. They're reading it. So the worst case scenario would be that they actually get to use Voidwalker and Chancellor. They play a Voidwalker, then they like Thoughtseize our Chancellor, and then they just get a new one. Alright, that would be bad. Let's see here. What do we want to start with? What do we want to start with? We could put the Relic down first. We can Rat Raid. We can just bump them. Even if we play the Relic, we're not going to be able to... The Relic's going to be hard to use, but I think we should get the Relic down. We have more time for these. Maybe the Rat Raid would be better. This could be bad. Land? Can we get a land? Land would be lovely. We might have to just Soul Reap this thing. It all depends. I hate when opponents have upkeep stops. Just let me take my turn. Let me at least see my card before we make a decision. The fact that they're texting or doing something or looking at some YouTube video on my upkeep stop, because they're not thinking about doing anything. I mean, they could be thinking about surgicaling my Misty, my whatever the hell these are. This is not good. I guess we are going to Reckoner Raid. We could Soul Spike this Voidwalker. But I think we'll just play Reckoner Raid and hope nothing too terrible happens to us. Okay. Yep. Just Voidwalker as a 3/2. As a Delver. Excuse me. Alright, let's draw another terrible card that doesn't do anything. Uh-oh! We're reaching the danger zone here. We'll play the Rat Raid. And we'll yield to the turn. With our little rats. Another mana would have been very ideal to play a Bowmasters here. To stop them from fabling. Would have been very much preferred to have drawn a second land. But, you know, that's life. 2 lands, alright. Boop. At least they're attacking with the Voidwalker. Alright, here comes another Voidwalker. Gross. I'm only at 17 life, which is not a bad thing. For the board state, to only be at 17, that's not that bad. We are running into a lot of trouble, though. I guess we have a lot of burn in our hand. Maybe we just bump them, see if we can burn them out. Bump. So we have 7. Well, we don't have 7, but we have 4 burn here. Eventually they're going to Thoughtseize us, and we're going to have to Soul Spike them. And then when we Soul Spike them, they're going to get to, like, Soul Spike us. So we are going to probably lose this game. Fury. Yep. We have a turn to win. Don't think we can actually win here. I think we are a bit too far behind, unfortunately. Bit too far behind. Oh, and a Ragavan? Sure. Well, remove a card. Well, to be fair, even if we had the other thing, we wouldn't be able to kill them. Alright, we are dead. Dead. Turn 5, no second land. Not gonna cut it. I guess Relic's gonna be a little bit better on the draw. How does Sword Point play? They have a bunch of... I have a bunch of them in bulk. It's kind of rough to cast. It's kind of your like late game mid-range card. You generally want to burn them out, but if you don't, Sword Point is your kind of reach card against like 4-color and decks that are able to gain a little life and try and stabilize. So it doesn't really play well. I'd kind of be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised to see like this in the sideboard against certain types of decks. Because as you saw, like against Rakdos there, we didn't even come close to casting this. Hopeless Nightmare is pretty good. 2 damage, 1 damage, discard, but I kind of want to have the relics. Would you like to play first? Yes. Okay, what do we got? We got turn 1 Sleeper Agent. Might be a little sus against them. I think we're keeping, for sure. We keep. This might not... I guess this is probably our best play. But they're going to come out of the gates incredibly aggressive if we give them a Sleeper Agent. They will kill us very fast with a Sleeper Agent. Are we prepared to deal with a Sleeper Agent? Well, because we only had 1 land, right? In a regular normal game, we would be in a position to cast it if we had a reasonable amount of mana. Oh, they've mulliganed to 5, so they're not going to have anything too crazy. Famous last words. Alright. Here you go. Here's a friend. Here's a friend you can have. Sleeper Agent. A great card from a long lost era. I think the original one is Urza Saga. Sleeper. Urza Saga. I should have played the Saga one. That's a punt. You should have played the nice Saga one. Alright, so they have a clock. So let's go Machinations. Shock. Reckoner Raid. You'll do a turn. Each time you lose life each turn. Why didn't I get a Machinations thing off shocking myself? That's weird. Guess I did it wrong. Alright, so let's go bump you. Oh, that's good that it's bugged. I like to hear that. I guess I'll just play the Swamp, play the Relic. And now we can hold up Relic. It works for the Peatland. You're playing Machinations and it's bugged. Oh boy. Yay, League Refund. You have to understand, I am way too lazy to file one of those refund requests. Just so lazy. Should I just draw here in response to this? Or should I hold around to prevent I don't get scammed? I think I need to draw. I think my hand is looking a little... Oh, the diplomacy! The Sword Point Diplomacy. We're going to cast it today! They're only at 10. They're going to untap at 8. Boy, this card is something else. This card puts the pressure on him. As long as we don't get griefed. I see why you left it in. Well, like, in theory, right? We get to the right spot, and then it does not draw. For each of those cards, put them into your hand. Yeah, take that, Bowmaster. Alright, so our Machinations is online. So we have Lightning Helix here. And they're gonna, like, we're gonna have to take all the cards. Another Bowmaster. Alright, we're taking a beating here. Machinations. Alright, we're at 6. We're actually at 9. So, the worst possible draw. Absolute worst possible draw. I would like Sword Point Diplomacy. Boop. Oh, they're going to let me have... If they don't let me have all these, they're in some trouble. So they're probably going to let me have the Chancellor. But they have to pay 3 life to prevent me from having a card. So they're probably going to prevent me from having the Soul Spike, which puts them to 5, which means they're like if they go to 5, then I just hit them with this and then they're dead to the Sleeper Agent. So they have to give me everything. And when they give me everything, I'm just going to Soul Spike them and then hit them with Machinations, and then they're going to die to our little sleeper friend. How fitting. You die. Yeah. Sleeper Agent MVP. So this is turn 4. This did 8 damage to him. Alright. Chancellor is good because it's a black card. That's all we needed it to be. All we needed it to be was a black card. Alright. Do we give him the sleeps? We're going to give him a Sleeper Agent. Alright. I guess we have to use this to get green. So we're just going to... Sleeper. This could be a disaster. But I think it's going to be good. Is this Junburn? It's not really Jund. It's more Hardened Scales. Okay. So we're going to go... I wonder if we're supposed to save. We could destroy non-creature. Opponent loses 2 life. Destroy this, 2 life them. And then we can save these cards next turn to go combo. Yeah, I think we got to just... drain gain with... Alright, let's get our Overgrown Tomb. Let's go... Witherbloom. Destroy... Drain gain. Destroy... Drain gain. Boop. Boop. 14. So next turn we're giving them the bumpy business. Oh no. We can't really bump that. Oh, we can do that. Have 5 cards in hand. I guess we could just do all these. Bump. Do we want to... I can't Soul Reap this. I could probably Soul Reap what comes out next turn. I guess we could save the bump for next turn. But we're going to have to assume... Yeah, this is just too much. If we can get this, we could probably kill them. Because they're going to go to 9 next turn. And then they're going to go to 8. So we only... If we do this, this kills them. That'd be pretty cool. We'd need more red if we want to go into Risk Factor. Ozolith, the Shattering Spree. Play like a 1-mana spell. No. We need them to play a creature that's not... We need them to play like an Ornithopter. We need Zabaz in play. Go land Zabaz. Alright. Sword Point Diplomacy. Okay, let's think here. Let us think. So we could go Bump in the Night, put them to 6, or put them to 5, then Soul Reap them. But the problem is we can't Soul Reap this because it has Ward 2. Rankles Prank. It's a lot of mana. Maybe. Do we Soul Reap this? No, we can't. Because this is the 2 damage to kill them. We could go Bump in the Night, Soul Reap this, and then hope to draw a 2 damage burn spell. Sword Point. We could Sword Point into land. I think that's probably good. The only issue is, are they going to be able to kill us with this board? Because this only has to get 4 counters on it, which is 2 artifacts, right? And we know they have a Zabaz. Yeah, they'll be able to kill us. We have to kill this Sleeper Agent. Yeah. So we're dead on board. If we don't kill the Sleeper Agent, we're gonna take 6 from the Sleeper. We're gonna go to 6 from the Sleeper. Then they're gonna play Zabaz. That goes to 4. Then they pump it. That goes to 6. We're literally dead. So we have to go Bumpies. And then we have to go Soul Reap. And now all we have to do is just draw a 2 mana spell. Yeah, we are still likely. I mean, they only have 4 cards in their hand. So now we just close our eyes, F6 to the turn, close our eyes, and hope we're not dead. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. Boo. Alright. Natural State. Let's go. Collector Ouphe. I choose you. Rain of Gore. If an ability. Nah. Contaminated Ground. So this stops Saga. This stops Stinkmoth Nexus. Yeah, we have Soul Spike. That's a freebie. Soul Spike is free. Alright. So we want all these cards, right? What are we cutting? Let's cut some of our weakest spells. Hopeless Nightmare seems just 2 damage, 2 mana discard. I mean, this card's good, but I think we want Bowmasters. I think we want this. I think we want this. I think we can cut. Maybe we cut Chancellors because we're going to have to play a longer game since we're bringing in this kind of stuff. And let's cut a Sleeper Agent because they come out of the gates very fast. Yeah. Sword Point would have been. Yeah, maybe. Maybe Sword Point was our only way to win. Okay, so we can do... We can 8 damage them and then do nothing. Okay, this is perfect. Holy shit. This is perfect. Perfect. We're going to keep. What goes back? Do we put back our late game card? Probably our late game card. And then go turn 1 Reckoner. Turn 2 Doofy Ouphe. And then we'll worry about our late game later. Or do we put back Machinations and then keep a late game? Let's put this back. Alright. Turn 1. Boop. Never seen a more beautiful hand, I know. It has all the things we want to do. Oozleth. The Oozle Doozles. Boop. Alright. I would like Overgrown Tomb. I would like to play Collector Ouphe. Thoughts? Now they're going to play Stupid Automation. Yeah. Stupid Automation. Okay. So. So this is a trigger, right? This isn't an activation, so this is still going to work. I feel like we can natural state this and pay. But I think we can do that another turn. I guess the question is, do we just natural state this or do we sword point? Yeah, the longer we leave this thing, the larger it's going to get for the Ozolith. Yeah, let's sword point. Sword point diplomacy. Am I gaining 9? Am I drawing 3 cards? I think I just want cards in hand. Okay. They got rid of the Machinations. Maybe it was right to just natural state that. Oop. Alright, we are F6'd. We are F6'd. We don't have black cards for this. That could be alarming in the future. Haywire Might has entered the thing. Oh no. Basilisk Collar. Whoa, at least this can't equip. Alright, so what do we got here? We got, we're playing you. So we go Witherbloom Command. Alright, so what do we got going on here? We can natural state this. And then they're going to move the things to Zabaz here. I guess we could Bowmasters this. We can Bowmasters this, ping this. And then Witherbloom Command, kill the Ozolith, drain them. I think I like that. We're not really getting to them, though. Alright, let's do that. Let's go Bowmaster. Ping Zibzab. Welding Jar is pretty useless with Collector Ouphe. Collector Ouphe is doing a lot of work here. Let's ping you. Okay. It can't be activated. Alright, now we're going to go Witherbloom Command. Destroy target non-creature. Target opponent loses. So we're going to go destroy this. Drain that. You go through the turn. Attack with the Menace. Yeah, Collector Ouphe's doing... This Collector Ouphe is doing the Lord's good work. Stopping them from being dirty birdies and killing us with this stupid thing. So now what we need to do is draw 2 black cards. And then we're just going to be able to kill them. We have Natural State for this moving forward. The drain part seems a weak use of the card. Maybe. We do have to kill them. We are a burn deck, you know? Uh-huh. Hangerback Walker. I will be blocking. Will I? Or did I just take 7? Like a champ here. I can't really attack into these because of the Pendelhaven. They'll block and use Pendelhaven, so I'm not really attacking. One spike saves me. Swamp. Alright, let's draw a card. Draw a card. Machinations. You have the natural state for this. They have 0 cards in their hand. We probably ought to just do that right now. Yeah, let's just do that right now. Kill this. Pay the ward. Yes. Murder that, and now we just sit here and chill. If this attacks, they'll just Pendelhaven. We can't really attack with anything. We just lose. Janini, thank you for the year and some change. Thank you, buddy. All right, Inkmoth attacks for 2 here. If they use the Pendelhaven, then we can get in some good attacks. Nope, they're not using the Penal Haven. Let's see. Let's play Machinations. So, we could trigger the Machinations here with this, but let's just draw. Reckoner Raid, okay. Just slow ping death. Attacks still look terrible because of the Penal Haven. Penal Haven's still making the attacks bad. Plus they'll gain 2 life with this. So if we ever attack, they end up being able to block with the Haywire Might. So we're probably never attacking. Luckily this Ink Moth is going to charge up Machinations. Eventually they could start Penal Havening it. It didn't charge up. I guess we didn't lose life because of the infect. Alright. That's not going to work then. Our poor Machinations. I guess we could attack with the Nezumi. They'll block, they'll double block, and then whatever they punt with Penal Haven, we can kill with Bowmasters, and then we can start getting in. But that's not really going to do anything, right? Because then they'll just have more creatures to punt with Penal Haven. So we'll just hold this and pump and shoot it. We could probably shoot at the Ink Moth. No, we'll just shoot at them. Doesn't deal damage, yeah. Alright, let's just yield. No attacks, sadly. Kill the Might and get in with Menace. That might be a good idea. That's probably a better idea than just... That's probably a better idea, actually. That's probably a good idea. The answer is no, we can't do that. The answer is no. Well, we could have, but now we can't. Bowmaster! Pink. Yield to the turn. Alright. Reckoner Raid flips. Soul Reap. Okay, so we just wait a turn till we draw some stuff and then we reap the soul. So if I swing here, they pump block, blah, 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 blah. Alright, we're just going to pass again. Just going to pass. Are we winning, son? I think we're winning. I think we are winning. This card, Collector Ouphe, is pretty good against what they're doing. This Collector Ouphe is doing a lot of good things. A lot of good things for us. Natural Estate. What do we want to Natural State? I guess we hit the Scales, then Soul Reap. The Hangerback Walker? That doesn't seem that great. The problem is if we hit the Nexus, we can't use the Soul Reap. The problem is if we use this, we don't have a good Soul Reap target. But I guess we could kill their Nexus. It's the only way they're actually hurting us. Does need another black spell. Guys are smarter than me. Alright. Let's just kill this Nexus. Get out of here. Get out of here. This is a Boz. Soul Reap, Soul Reap. I could kill Zabaz. Alpha Strike just kills them. Let's see. Alpha Strike, we attack, we attack. I don't think it just kills them. Alright, let's see. Alright. Let's figure this out. We go 1, 2, Soul Reap, Zabaz. 1, 2, Soul Reap, Hangerback Walker. They go to 5. They have a guy. Then they have 1 blocker, 2 blockers, 3 blockers, 4 blockers. Yeah, that doesn't kill him. You think it's lethal? I don't think so. They just block here. Block here. Well, this has menace, so they're going to be at 5, even if they take... Alright, hold on. Let's figure this out. So they block, 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 block. They take the 4, they're at 1. Right? These things gain life, and then we just lose. The mites are going to gain life. They're going to go to... yeah, the mites... do they die before? No, because, like, alright, so if we... Alright, so the thing is, the only creatures we can Soul Reap are this thing and the Zabaz. And if we do that, then they get a blocker from this. Right? If we kill the Haywire Mites, they go up life, so we can't kill the Haywire Mites. So if we kill this and kill this, they'll have 4 blockers. They'll block here, block here, block here, block here, take 4, go to... They'll be at 5. They'll go to 1 from the 4 damage from our infect guys, and then they'll gain a bunch of life with Haywire Mite. Or if I attack all and Soul Spike, all right, let's see about attack all and Soul Spike. They block here, double block. I guess they could double block 1, double block another. Then they're taking 3. An attack all doesn't do anything either because they just block, double block, take 3. They go to 5, and this does 4 damage. Yeah, I think we just wait. We don't have any energy for this. We have no energy. We have poison counters. So we don't have energy for this. Unfortunately. These are poison counters. We have no... Should have held the Peatland, but, I mean, we're pretty close to killing them. I mean, eventually they're going to swing with this guy. Should have held the Machinations, apparently. I thought that, Alright, give me a burn spell here. I can't think of a reason not to just take 2 here. Charge up Machinations. Deal. Yeah. Energy. Hangerback Walker. Why didn't they attack with the Walker? Okay. Let's draw a card. What are we going to draw? Marsh Flats. Now this should trigger our Machinations. This should trigger this. Pay 1 life. First time you lose life. Yay, it triggers Machinations. So now I think they're dead. Let's get the Leechridden land. Leechridden Swamp. Okay, so we can do 4 damage to them. Then what does an Alpha Strike look like? Block, double block, double block. Then they're dead to Machinations because they'll go block. This is a trigger, right? When it dies, it's a trigger and they'll be dead before the trigger. These are triggers, right? Don't need to attack to win. Let's just wait. Let's just wait and kill him with the land. Unless they have a dismember. If they have a dismember, we lose. Activate abilities. Attack, attack. Boop. Alright. Alrighty. Each opponent loses 1 life. Boop. Boop. Alright. So, Collector Ouphe did the work of a king there. He did the work of a king. Bowmasters didn't really seem that great. Alright, are we just running it back? I think so. I think we just run it back. Do we want the Chancellors? No. I think the game's going to go long enough, and we have a bunch of regular cards in our deck. Alright, so we got Soul Spike, we got Natural State. Okay. I wonder if we need the Collector Ouphe. We'll draw Collector Ouphe. I have faith. I have faith that we're going to draw Collector Ouphe. Hardened Scales. Maybe I'm just killing Scales so they don't get carried away. Yeah. We'll wait for them to put something on the stack. Just kill the Scales. Scales with Scales and Scales without Scales are very different decks. I guess we walk into the protection spell here. Hope they don't have it. They don't have it. Well, I guess I just kill that. Do two. Doop, doop. Boop, bop. Rope burn. Thank you for the 22 months. Almost 2 years. Crazy. Thank you. Yield to turn. Ravager. Unfortunately, we can't Soul Reap this. I mean, we can Soul Reap it, but they'll destroy target creature. If they sack this, probably fizzles, right? But I don't think I want them to have a Ravager. It will fizzle. It will fizzle this, but... Do it, yeah, exactly. Ravager's so scary. It has to be done regardless. Ravager is the scariest creature in Magic, almost. One of the scariest creatures in Magic. What? Homie. Alright. I think they should have sacrificed that. Uh-oh. That's somewhat scary, too. Okay, so we can play both of these. Or we can hold up, try and Soul Spike. I think over a course of a game, this represents more damage. I think I'm going to need chump blockers because this is about to pop and they're going to get something scary. I'm very scared. I'm so startled. So I think we're going to hold up Bowmasters for chump blockers as opposed to hold the Reckoner, for the Soul Spike. So we're going to play the Reckoner Raid. And we're going to play this. We're going to fetch out the Lich with this. I'm a little scared. I am concerned about the future for us. I am concerned. They get a collar. The future is fine. We might not be okay. Uh-oh. 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 Ballista, X equals 0. Okay. This is a problem. This lifelink stuff. There's no way for me to do this. And they have walking ballista here. Uh-oh. Just gonna crack this, and I'm gonna get the Leechridden Swamp. And I guess I could play the Bowmaster, ping them one, and chump block with the Orc. Block. I don't really want to take 4. I guess I do take 4. I go to 7. That's pretty close to dying with this. Alright, we'll block with this. Because they're going to go to 10. We're not going to be able to kill them. We have to draw something to deal with this Basilisk Collar. We have to draw... That's not it. That ain't it. That ain't it. We can drain them 1, but we're losing to the collar. Oh, well. This is going to be too much. I guess we have another turn. But I don't think we actually have another turn. I think we're low-key dead if they just do everything that they want to do. I think we're low-key dead. So they go to 7. Yeah, Contaminated Ground would have been just amazing to kill the Saga. I don't know if that kills the Saga or what it does, but... I feel like we need to chump block. Or they could pump, sack. Yeah, I think we die if we don't do this. I think we're pretty dead regardless, to be honest. TBH, lifelink is cheating. Soul Reap, okay. Well, the problem with Soul Reap is that they just move it to the other card. Soul Reap does not solve the problem. I think we're just dead. Right, if we kill this, I guess we could kill this. But then they have Patchwork Automation with the Basilisk Collar. And then they can just put in the Cauldron. They could sack everything. They could... I think we're just dead. Unfortunate. I guess never give up, never surrender. So we'll Soul Reap the... I guess we'll kill that. I think we're dead. We're very dead. I want to concede. Yeah, lifelink is cheating. I agree. Yeah, we're not beating this thing. We should have maybe saved the Witherbloom Command for this Basilisk Collar, but it was too good as a 2-for-1 at the moment, but maybe we should have saved it. Maybe we should have known that they'd have some lifelink thing. Them having... Yeah, okay. Alright. That sucked. We should have probably been smarter. They play collar. Yeah, that's kind of weird, right? Okay, so we have 2, 4. We have 7 points of burn in our hand. We're on the play. All we need to do is draw a second land, and then we're golden. So let's do it. Start off with the Reckoner Raid. Boop. Okay. So Reckoner Raid is pretty good. Nightshade Peddler Collar. Alright, Misty Rainforest goes up. What is Misty Rainforest? What are we playing against here? Stomping Ground, Suspend Rhinos? Rhinos. Alright, the clock is ticking here. Okay. That's hopeless. We are playing against the Rhinocerosizers. The Rhinoceroses. I think I would like to draw lands. Because the problem is, like, this deck really can't afford to flood. But, of course, we're going to flood. because that's how magic works. Do I play the Machinations? They're probably not going to hurt me next turn, so I could probably afford to bump this turn. Bump. I would very much like more land. Very much would I like another land. This is the danger zone here. 10 power is a lot of power here. It's a lot. 10 power is quite a lot of power. Land. Perfect. Okay, so I think I have to play Machinations. I guess I thought that we perhaps had enough land in this deck. I thought that 18 is a reasonable number, but apparently it is not. Okay, so we can still kill them if we draw... If we draw Soul Reap, we can kill them, right? Oh no, don't play more. No. We're dead, right? Because we're going to take 1,000,000 damage. We're going to take 1,000,000 damage. We can't kill them next turn. Crashing Footfalls. Too good. Too good. Machinations. Boy, these Bowmasters are really doing a lot. Oh, just in time. Alright, so let's think here. Can we actually get out of this? We could crack this, the Machinations, we go up, but they have too many rhinos. If we had gotten this land a little bit earlier, I think we could have done something. I think we would have won the game if we could have used these spells. Too bad, too bad, too bad. Alright, none of these cards do anything against rhinos, so... Contaminated Ground, maybe, but that's a bit much. I guess if we play Contaminated Ground over Bowmaster, they don't draw cards. And we're not chump blocking. So, like, they spend their 3 mana every turn. So, like, in theory, this is going to do more damage than Bowmaster, and we're not chump blocking ever. And they don't draw cards. So maybe I'm going to play Contaminated Ground over Bowmasters. Soul Reap doesn't do very much. We'll bring back in the Bowmasters, and we'll play. I guess we can leave in 1. I mean, I don't really have anything else to put in. I guess we can cycle this. Would you like to play first? Yes. Chancellor of the Dross. See, there are lands in the deck. There are too many lands in this hand. I guess we could keep this, but this is just too many lands. Okay, this is more better. Okay, I can dig it. Put back you. Done. Turn 1 bump. The mulligan to 5. Non-green goes hard. I guess they could have Murktides, but who knows. They could have Subtleties. Alright, let's go bumpies. Bump. Your turn. We got a lot of work to do this game. A lot of work. Hopefully this Contaminated Ground does some stuff. Hopefully we can contaminate this ground. Interesting they started with Beseiju. What's going to be better here? If they didn't tap this, they're probably not gonna. There's not that much of a difference between 1 and 2. We'll just hold up Bowmasters here. Then next turn we'll go... Next turn we'll go 1-2. Alright, so let's go Bowmaster. Shoot you. Alright, what are you thinking about here, opponent? Get shot. Get archered in the face. Begin combat. Begin combat. Attack, attack. Okay, what are we doing? Are we firing? Are we icing? We're icing? You can't ice into Bowmaster. That's not great. Okay. Deal. Deal. I accept. I accept your terms, opponent. I guess they're looking for a land very hard. So the question is, do we want to play Machinations and get a trigger? Or, I guess we play Machinations, get our trigger off the Peatland, to then play Contaminated Ground on the breeding pool. Boop. Boop. Trigger resolves. So I'd like to kill them next turn. Contaminate your ground. Alright. Shit. Boo! Fun, please. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Danger zone. I was feeling good about this game, and then Force of Vigor came to ruin my party. Let's see. We're probably drawing a card here. Oh, that's pretty good. Put them to 6. Make them discard a card. That seems pretty sweet. Then next turn, they'll swing with everybody. Okay. Alright. That sucks. They have 0 cards in hand, though. So that's kind of good. They suspended a Rhinos. Let's see what they do here. They're swinging these 2. Okay. Soul Spike, Soul Spike. Alright, so this is 4. I guess we can draw a card. And if we can Soul Spike with the black card, and then we have 1. We're not going to get to 2. If I swing this Orc army, they'll chump here. I could play the Reckoner Raid. I think I'm drawing a card here. Sleeper Agent. We could kill a Rhino. We could Soul Spike this thing, attack. Wouldn't be playing. Let's see. What can we do here? So we can play the Sleeper. Next turn we can play the Sleeper Agent, puts them to 6. So we could Soul Spike them, put them to 4. We can attack. And then we can play the Sleeper Agent? What if we Soul Spike this, attack, put them to 5, hold the Sleeper Agent? Then they have to, can only, alright, we're going to do this. This might not work, but we're going to do it. This might not work, but we're going to do it, right? Because we're going to put them to 5. Then if they attack with both Rhinos again, because we go up to 12. Then if they attack with both Rhinos, we can kill them, right? Because we're going to put them to 5. And then next turn, if they attack with both Rhinos, we can play this. We can attack, put them to 2, play the Sleeper Agent, they die. So if they swing with both Rhinos, they're dead if they don't have anything else. And they swing with 1 Rhino. That's not great. Well, we can bump them. And then next turn play the Agent. Bump. Okay, yield to the turn. Yield to the turn. Okay. So if they have absolute air in their hand, we can kill them. If they have force negation, crashing footfalls, Force of Vigor. We kill them with Sleeper Agent here. We'll just take the damage. If they have Mystical Dispute, Subtlety, we lose. Ah! Sleeper Agent. Would you like a friend? Okay. Your turn. I got nothing. Your turn, go. Nice. I did not think we were going to win this game. I thought we were doomed. Boop. Would you like a friend? Alright, cool. I thought we were in a little bit of trouble that game. I'm not going to lie. I thought we were in trouble. Alright. So, what can we do in our sideboard? What cool things do we have in our sideboard? Absolutely nothing. Your green creatures are ruining. Alright. Yeah, run it back. Run it back. Alright, so we're going to be on the play this time, which means we have 0 chances of winning. We're going to be on the draw, rather, which means we probably can't win in a million years. They have to really fail, right? Their deck has to, like, fall apart. Chancellor of the Dross. Alright, so shock this. Oh, Soul Spike's a really good draw. Let's play Reckoner Raid to start with. Get that ticking. Boop. 15. Yield to turn. It'd be pretty hard, but it is possible. Okay. Drain them 1. Do we want to give him a friend? So I guess we have to think about Force of Vigor. Let's start off with Machinations. Play this. Crack this. Give them friend. Yield to the turn. Friend! You can have a friend! Alright. This is... They can't cast Violent Outbursts with this. They cannot Violent Outbursts with this. But they can do that. Which is alarming. Now... Do we want to just dome them here with the Soul Spike? Because we know that it would resolve. If we dome them here, we know that it's resolving. Fury? They're going to Fury this Shardless Agent? The Sleeper Agent? Okay. I think I'm just popping them in the mouth here with this Soul Spike. Because they have this. Yeah, let's just do it. Boop. Bop, boop. They can't force it because it's their turn. Right? It puts them to 8. We have them at 5 life, essentially. So they're essentially at 5 life. I don't even know what Soul Reap does. Yeah, nobody does. Oh, the Leechridden Swamp. The technology. The hidden technology of Leechridden Swamp. Okay. Alright, so we're at 23 life. And we have the Leechridden Swamp technology. Worst case scenario is... Oh. We can't use our Leechridden Swamp. Alright, it's okay. We're going to draw land, and then we'll use Leechridden Swamp. Let's draw here. Soul Spike. Ooh, that's spicy. Soul Spike's pretty spicy. Yeah, we could take another round at, we can take another hit of Rhinos. I guess we're playing this. I guess we're drawing. Reckoner Raid. Or do I need to save this for Soul Spike? This is going to put them to 6. Reckoner Raid. Force the negation. Well, shit. Well, shit. Yeah, Soul Spike is for just all-in potential. I think we are, in fact, dead. We're not dead, but we're dead. Bowmasters. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. GG's. GG's. Well, we came close to beating one of the top decks of the format. We beat Scam. We lost to a good deck, and we lost to one of the best decks in the format. Rhinos. But all the games are close. We are winning games, which is important. When you're playing this kind of jank off the shelf, winning games shows you that the deck has some amount of legs. Up 4 lands. We are on the draw, though. I think we can keep this on the draw. All right. 17. All right. That deck, Rhinos is just too much pressure too fast. Watery Grave. Preordain. All right. It's the matchup for Bowmaster. There is Soul Spike. Soul Spike is the post opener. That's all we got. Pitch it to Soul Spike. Our opponent had to read this. For sure they had to read this. They're like, what does this do? This card's pretty good. It's okay in the draft format when you can like bounce it and stuff. Oh, it's mill? Oh, you asked what Chancellor of the Dross does? Chancellor of the Dross is a lot of CMC for Tasha's. That's what Chancellor of the Dross does. What's up, Royal AI? Good. Another Chancellor. I guess we'll play this. We won't necessarily crack it. Because cracking against mill is really bad. Cracking against mill puts us in a very bad spot. No loot or anything. Not in this particular list. I don't really want to crack this if I don't have to. I can go slow here. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. They have stops on the draw step, which means they're sitting on surgicals. You wouldn't have a draw step stop if you weren't playing surgical. Okay. Well, they are at 13, so that's something. Reckoner Raid. Boop. They are now going to be at 10 or 11. They'll take 2 off this twice, so go to 11. And we'll just hold off here. We can also fetch out the Leechridden Swamp, but they're probably going to use Field of Ruin on our Bloodstained Mire here. Alright, so I have to crack this, unfortunately. Which means I'm about to get Archive trapped into Oblivion. I can sacrifice this and scry too. That's why it's shocking. Archive trap number 1. Archive trap number 2. Cool. Got third one. Oh, only 2. Push League. That would be pretty good. Our opponent has 7 lands. We are so dead, it's not funny. So unbelievably dead. Let's see if we can scry 2 into Soul Reaps. See if we can scry into some Soul Reaps. Or not Soul Reaps, Soul Spikes. Bottom and bottom. They go to 10. I guess we can mill them. Guess we cast this and we go... target player mills 3. Target player loses 2 life. Cast. Choose target player. Choose target player. I mean, this is all I got. I don't have anything much else I can do. Try to unlock that? Sure. Can I flashback? Okay, so the Blood Crypt is still in the deck, so we could crack it and flashback these Bump in the Nights. Uh-oh. Krabby. Krabby's pretty good here. Krabby's pretty good. I guess we'll fetch this out now. I'm a little scared. They vision, so I'm not gonna crack this. I'm a little scared to crack this and get archive trapped again, especially after they visioned. Alright. That's a good draw. That's a good draw. Alright. This thing flips, so we're gonna go Witherbloom Command. Gain 2, target player mills, so they're gonna be the target on both. We want them to mill the 3. We obviously don't want to mill the 3. They're gonna drown this. Okay, this gets drowned. And then we go murder the crab. Murder crab. Okay. They're gonna fetch here. We're gonna go to 14. Murder the crab. Is this a spell pierce? Nope. This comes into play tapped. And yield to the turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can actually flashback Bump in the Night here. Its flashback is 6 mana. So if we're not dead, we could flashback Bump here. But I feel like I guess we're not dead. I mean, if they had Archive Trap, they would just cast it. Do we have any fetchables left? Leechridden Swamp's gone. Swamp's gone. So we have 4 swamps gone. So we have... I guess we have a swamp left. I guess there's a swamp left in the deck. If they had the Archive Trap, they would just literally cast it right now. And we would just be at 1. Okay. Alright, Chancellor, save us. Ha! Soul Spike, Soul Spike. Save. Let's take a draw here. Let's take a draw. Okay. Begin combat. Begin combat. Attack you. Alright, do you have a drown in the lock? Yeah. Oh. Tasha's Hideous Laughter hits. Tasha's hits. Sword Point Diplomacy, Soul Spike, Soul Spike. This is 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 6 cards. Oh, Tasha's. Oh, Tasha's. Let's see. What do we got here? I guess we're just submitting. There could be an argument to bring in Relic, but whatever. Just submit. Yeah, Tasha's is so high variance. Especially in a Beanstalk world. Where, like, if you look over here, if you look at like what's performing, you go to decks, you go to user game, you go to modern. Like this prelim 4-color Omnath. There's a lot of 4-color Beanstalk, greedy. The CMC of this deck is approximately 1,000. What do we got here? We got Sleeper Agent. Sleeper Agent on 1's going to be pretty cracked. I think that Tasha's is its sideboard card. Because there are some decks where it just 30s them. You know? And there are other decks in which it does not do that. Alright. Sleeper Agent should be one of the best cards that we could have in play against them. Right? Like the other day I played against Scales and I just went turn 1 crab, turn 2 fetch land, turn 2 fetch land, kill your guy, turn 3 Tashas, turn 4 Tashas, and they died. So it's just like, it's hard to pass up on that level of power to have access to. So I think you end up wanting like 3 of them in the grand scheme of things. I think 3 would be the right number, like out of your sideboard or something like that. Or play 1 main and then sideboard 3 or something of that nature. Alright, do we just want to... Okay, I think we might just go Soul Spike you, Reap your crab. We have to crack this, right? This is gonna suck. Extirpate the Reckoner raid. Okay. Okay. Let's get the Overgrown Tomb. I think we go Soul Spike you, pitch Bowmaster, pitch Soul Reap, and then Soul Reap the crab. That's a lot of damage to them, right? 1, 2. We're going to go to 16 here, too. And then we reapies the crab. Okay, they're going to 8. They're dead in 4 turns. Off the Charlotte's Sleeper Agent. Go to 6. No, because Extirpate has split second. So there shan't be any responding. Extirpate is the ultimate fun police card. No, you shan't respond. Yeah. Extirpate is the anti-endurance technology. Bump, 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 bumpity bump. Okay, they go to 2. They have 1 turn to kill me. 1 turn to kill me or kill the Sleeper Agent. I'll let them decide. I won't F6. I don't F6 in case... Yeah. Listen, they just made a Fwand. I just give them a Fwand. Alright. So we're playing for the pity chest now. Plan for the pity chest. Our stupidly large spells. Listen, someone said, what purpose does Chancellor of the Dross serve in the deck? What purpose does Chancellor of the Dross serve? It serves to mess with Mill. That's what it serves to do. Look what we got. We got a Fwand. We got 2 soul points. We've got Bowmasters. Let's keep. Do we give them a friend? Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Hey, thank you. Swamp. Have. Very kind of you. Thank you for checking out the channel. Here is a friend. Here is a friend. Here's a friend. What happened to Modern Boggles? Well, what did happen to Modern Boggles? I think that the fact that every single deck now has to play Engineered Explosives out in their sideboard for Rhinos has really put a damper on Boggles in general. I also think that Boggles has little zero ways to deal with the ring, and, you know, like, it's really hard for... Right? Like, there's a lot of things... there's a lot of things that really hurt Boggles, like Engineered Explosives being a big card that you have to play for Rhinos. So pretty much all the fancy decks are playing Engineered Explosives in a way to deal with Rhinos. And when you're playing, in Dress Down as well. So decks are playing Engineered Explosives and Dress Down. They're both ways to... I'm going to resolve this Bowmaster now before they play a second land, and I can't like counterspell. I'm not going to block, obviously, but... So I think Engineered Explosives being a mainstay in sideboards is what keeps Boggles in its place. Tutors for an answer to Hexproof for free. Yeah. That's kind of the problem with Boggles. And, like, realistically, if you're trying to put pants on a man, you're just better off playing Hammer. What did Spike yell about Boggles? I don't know. Yeah. Hammer is, yeah. If you want to put pants on a man, you're just better off playing Hammer. Because think of how hard you have to work, how many stupid enchantments you have to put on a dude just to match Hammer, you know? Oh, well, that punishes me. That punishes me for doing what I did. That was a mistake. Furying the Orc target? They're killing my Sleeper Agent? Oh my goodness. Well, okay. Alright, so this is some 4-color beans pile. Have another friend. More Fwins. Boop. More bump. Boop. More Peatland. Okay. I thought you were talking about... no, Shadowsphere can tutor it. I wouldn't call Shadows... Like, a lot of decks play Shadowsphere. Right? But the big thing is Engineered Explosives. Like, why work hard to put, like, 5 or 6 enchantments on something just to have it... Just instead, just go Sigarda's Aid, Hammer. You know, it's the same thing. Alright, so all we need to do is draw a black card here, and then this Sleeper Agent should kill them. The Beanstalk, eh? Hey, did you know you get to draw a card? I bet they're gonna Solitude this Sleeper Agent at some point. Okay. Black card? May I draw a card, please? Huh. Another friend? Another friend. More friends. So they are technically dead here. They need to Solitude one. If they were to Solitude one, that would be really bad for me. Incredibly bad. Fuck! Fuck! They go to 10. It's alright. They're still going to go to 8. They're going to go to 7. Alright, alright. I could take this. They go to 7. Yeah, at least they didn't ephemerate it. 80 cards, by the way. Someone actually won the Super Prelim with 75 card main deck. Alright. Sword Point Diplomacy. Alright, what are they leaving up? So, they could have Counterspell here. They could have... No, they can't have Endurance. They don't have the double green. I imagine it's just counterspell, so let's just get him out of the counterspell here. Sword Point Diplomacy. What cards can I have? All of them, you say? Well. Well. Crack for black. Swamp. Bump in the night. Okay. And I will soul spike them when they tap out. When they tap out or do something that I don't like, we'll zap them in the face. I'm not trying to slow roll here, but I think we just can't. We can't use a card of such power into this much open mana. Omnath. Boop, boop, boop. Soul Spike. No! 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 This is a disaster! No! This is a disaster! No! Third one! One life! No! 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 No. I mean, they had the Solitude, right? Ugh. Alright, we're dead. We're dead. Alright, Rain of Gore. Rain of Gore. If a spell or ability would cause an opponent to gain life, that player loses that much life instead. I could have done it on my turn, but they were probably sitting on the Solitude, right? We'll never know, but if I just do it on my turn, they just Solitude the guy and we're dead. Alright, Rain of Gore comes in. Do we want Contaminated Ground? I think that a Contaminated Ground will do more damage than a Hopeless Nightmare. This is only 2 damage one time. Discard a card. And I think they have enough value to not care about this. And I think Sleeper Agent might be not the best if they're just going to Subtlety it. So let's bring in these. And let's... Would you like to go first? Yes. That was pretty horrible. Alright, what do we got here? We got Reckoner Raid, Machinations, Rain of Gore. Alright, I'm down. Turn 1, Reckoner Raid. Turn 2, Machinations. Not the worst hand, not the best hand, but it's pretty good. No Sleeper Agents to give them dudes to swords. One thing is Soul Reap can't kill Omnath. Alright, so let's go Reckoner Raid. The Rat Gang. Yield through the turn. The Rat Motorcycle Gang. Alright, so now we're going to go... Machinations. Boop. Yes, trigger. Bump in the night. Yield through the turn. Rain of Gore. If a spell or ability causes your opponent to gain life, that player loses that much life instead. It's going to be pretty good. Unfortunately, Soul Reap's not going to be very good. But we don't really have much cards. I mean, we could Soul Reap a Solitude. We could Soul Reap a bunch of stuff. Alright, so our opponent's at 14. Pending that. Okay, yep, that dies. I can't sack it because it only has one thing. Alright, let's give us a land for Rain of Gore. Okay. I guess we just hold up Bowmaster and we yield to the turn. Bowmaster in case they Teferi or play Beanstalk. If they play the Beans here, we could get them with the Bowmaster. That'd be sick. That'd be so sick. Play the beanstalk. Play the beans. Sure. Sure. I take back what I said about Soul Reap not being good. We're gonna wait till the end step. Let's not be lazy. They'll Fury this stuff. We don't want them to Fury us. I almost was lazy and sloppy just because I wanted to F6, but with them playing cards like Fury, we have to play good. We have to play gooder. Alright. Let's draw a land. A land, please. A fetch land, please, sir, if you wouldn't mind. Okay, how about a completely uncastable garbage card? Oh, okay, that too. Am I just soul reaping this and attacking for 4? Probably. Soul reap. Yeah. Okay. Our opponent's at 8. They can't really draw off the Fable, or Bowmaster will shoot him in the face. We are F6'd. We got nothing. I would like very much to draw a red source, and I would like very much to play Rain of Gore before Omnath comes into play. Oh, okay. A free little Pingaroo. I'll take a little Pingaroo. So, we have 7 points of burn in our hand if we draw Soul Spike. This is the Omnath mana. If I've ever... This fetches Island, and then we have Boop, Boop, Bop, Boop, Island. A little Pingaroo. Boy, I want to draw a red land. Boy, I want to draw a fetch land. Fetch land would be so lovely. We have to imagine what's in their hand. There's an Omnath at their hand that they're foaming at the mouth to play. They do have Furies. They Furied us in game 1. In game 1, they Furied some stuff away. Ping the Bowmaster. Yep. Okay, deck. I just have one request. Okay. That's not terrible. Okay, so we'll swing. We'll put him to 4. And we'll bump him. That's lethal. Bump here is lethal. So let's swing first. See if we can get out any... Oh, hold on. We can get out any kind of solid dudes or something like that. Attack you. What do we got here? Okay, here comes... Leyline Binding. Okay, so I believe they're dead. If they don't have a Solitude, they die here. Because they're going to 4 with the Orc Army. They go to 4. And then we bumpies. And then friend. Okay, no Solitude and we win. We just have to dodge Solitude. Just gotta dodge Solitude, no big deal. They pitched Omnath though. So that's something good for us. That's good for the home team. Shit. So they're gonna go to 2. But they pitched an Omnath, so I'll take it. Their Fable's gonna flip. Boy, you know what would have been sweet? Here, Rain of Gore. This would have been pretty good. But let's not draw that. We're doing stuff. They go to 1 here. What's their last card? Alright, so we should be okay. I don't know. Can we draw... I guess we draw with the Peatland here. Try to hit a bump in the night. Try to hit something like that. Okay, how about that? Do I want to swing this? I guess I want to trade this. I don't want them to have reflection. Reflection's scary. Mercurio, thank you for giving out a gifted sub. Thank you, buddy. Okay. 3 cards in hand. They're probably lands from Ren and 6. I would like to draw... Yay. Blood Crypt. Well, that's lovely. Rain of Gore. Where has this been all my life? Alright, so Omnath no longer saves them. Endurance. Okay, well, that does something for them. I would have probably shuffled in my Bump in the Nights. Because we could flash them back. Alright, they're at 1 life. Which means all we need to do is draw Bowmasters. We need to draw something before they draw solid, dude. It's pretty much what it boils down to. Fury. Okay, well, their clock just got a lot faster. Are you kidding me? Am I dead next turn? I think I'm dead next turn. No, I go to 1. Bump of the Night costs 5. 5 colorless and then 1, so 6 total. So they can return Kahira, attack me for 8. Put me to 1 life. I'll go to 1, and they'll kill me with Ren and 6. God damn it. I lost. Oh, crap. Oh, they're not casting Kahira. We might have a chance. Why would they not cast Kahira? Because they have Solitude in their hand? No, Solitude's just gonna... Maybe they have a Bolt, and they're just gonna bolt me and ping me. But Kahira would have been... I would have been at 1, and I would have died to Ren and 6. It looks like they just have a Lightning Bolt. Okay. Alright, deck. We have to draw 1 black card. 1 black card. We're dead if they have some... Alright, how's this going to work? Deals 4 damage to any target and you gain 4 life. If a spell or ability would cause its controller to gain life, this is going to be a draw. Well, you know what? I'd much rather draw than lose. Good game. It's a draw. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Draw. Good game. It's a draw. So, Rain of Gore, in theory, is good for us. In theory. Please, game 4. What else do we got here? Do we actually... Alright, let's start thinking about this. What the hell is Witherbloom Command gonna kill? Ren and 6? Okay, sure. Beanstalk? Okay, fine. Sure. Rain of Gore, you let me down. You let me down, Rain of Gore. You let me down. Is anything here better than Sleeper Agent? So I feel like we should have all 4 Sleeper Agents in. But what am I cutting for Sleeper Agent? Maybe Witchbloom? Witherbloom? Although Sleeper Agent did betray us, I believe. Alright, we have Machinations and Reckonerate and a bunch of lands in our hand. I don't like having 5 lands in my burn deck, so I think we can do better. Okay. Put back you. Done. Contaminated Ground should be good. I don't know. Without Bloom, yeah. They've gone to 6 here. Oh, we're on the play. Ho ho! We are on the play. Look at us go. All right, let's get the black red. Let's get the Blood Crypt yield. Maybe I should have got the leech thing, but we can't contaminate their ground yet, so we'll just wait. We can't contaminate the ground. Oh, but I'm going to contaminate the shit out of this Triome. Oh, you're going to get contaminated so hard. Ren in 6. Boo. Boo. Do I have to kill that? What do we think here? I could just soul spike it. Just go for the face. That doesn't seem like a winning line, going for the face here. Ignoring this thing doesn't seem great either. Yeah, I agree. Just gonna ignore it. Alright, let's go contaminate the ground on that. Play this. Attack that. This should do a lot of work for us, hopefully. Contaminated ground. This should do some work for us. Should mess with their mana, should mess with their Omnath. Hopefully they just ping the Bowmaster. Alright. So we got to do a lot of damage to them. We got a lot of work to do this game. A lot of work to do. Gore. Alright. What could go wrong casting this spell? What could go wrong casting this spell again? Yield to the turn. Attack you with the army. Alright. We could go to a game 5. We're definitely gonna I guess we're gonna fetch out Leech Pool here at this end step. We'll fetch out the Leech Pool. Alright. We could draw at the end step, but I think I want to get Leech Pool. So we could do Leechy Beachy stuff. Leechridden Swamp. Alright, what are we drawing? We're drawing... That's not great. Draw a card. That's not great either! Uh-oh! I can't even use... Each opponent loses 1 life. Oh, because I have the Contaminated Ground. Sick. Alright, the clock is real. The clock is real. We have the clock on them. This will get green. They're at 12. Alright, so... Leyline Binding. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's get the Overgrown Tomb. What are they going to Leyline Binding? My Rain of Gore or my Contamination Ground? I'd bet they're going to get rid of the Rain of Gore. Oh, the Contamination Ground. Okay. Okay, okay. Yeah. Sign in Bloods. I did play the deck before in another version of this deck that I had on here from before. Like this mono black burn with like Alms in the Vein, with Sovereign's Bite. And Alms in the Vein, and there was Vampire's Kiss, which does 2 damage, create 2 blood tokens, so you can sort of loot away extra versions of Chancellor of the Dross and stuff like that. Alright, what do we got? We got Bump here. I guess we just bump them. We're 1 mana away from actually flashing back this Bump in the Night. Or we can Soul Spike them. We gotta bump. We gotta bump. Bump, 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 bump. And then we'll crack and fetch a swamp. Yield to the turn. Like, double Soul Spikes here is not great. I'd love to loot one of them away. But at the same time, I need to collect 4 I mean, they have an endurance for sure by this point. I've just not been fast enough. I'm just not even fast enough right now. We're just going too slow. Too slow. We're just a little too slow. Castle Lochthwain would probably be good. Just a little too slow. It's alright though, we'll be done soon and then I'll do a poll for what you guys want to see next. I got a couple of ideas of decks that people can play. Binding the Gore. Yeah. GG. Here comes Omnath. GG's. Legacy. I'll put Legacy on the poll, but it's not going to win the vote. It never wins. GG's. I don't even need to see it. I don't need to see it. I know it's there. Alright, well, we tried to have a little fun. With Mono Black Burn. It can win games. It can also draw games. But these individual cards just, like, aren't powerful enough. Like, this card's not strong enough. Bowmasters is so, like, the format's kind of ready for this, so you're not really drawing cards. I'd probably put this in the sideboard. It was basically 2 mana, do 1 damage. It's not really great. I don't know. There's so many different ways to build this. But I think fundamentally Soul Spike is like a bit of a flawed card, and it's kind of hard to do. But it was fun. We tried it. We had some fun. We tried it. Alright. I did like Contaminated Ground. It was kind of cool. That being said, let's be done with this.